Hello there, magical gangsters. Welcome to the channel. How we doing today? I will be your host here, the gangster magician himself, and I am here to deliver you your message, okay? And look, I got a dagger, a selenite dagger, so I mean business, I tell you, okay? Coming to get you. But the worst part is, I love it, but this is like a little part of it fell. It's like, as soon as I pull it out of the thing, I'm like, really? But I was so intrigued by it. And I figured just a little Gorilla Glue. I guess I could pick it up, some Gorilla Glue. Let it sit for a second. No biggie, I'm just admiring it, that's all. Yes, I am. Archangel Michael said I'm like, obsessed with this thing. But I'm really not. I just think it looks cool. It's cool. I mean, come on. I got, come on. I'm a pirate now. Now I'm what's it called? A pyro tarot reader. I'm a pirate. Pirate. Gangstar pirate. Alright, so what do we got here? We're going to keep aligning our chakras. We know that. The better the chakras align, the more what's meant for us is coming. So it's just, you just got to keep calling that energy back. Keep claiming that energy. You know who you are. You know what you deserve. You're not just like, you're not scared of nobody. You're not scared of these people. There's nothing to be, it's just like, listen, we don't even care. We're just like this, listen, please, just go away. We don't care. Take whatever and just go the fuck away. We're going to build new stuff, all right? So go stay in that fucking timeline. We're going this way. And they can't come. If they can't raise their vibration, they can't come. Sorry, not our problem. We're not staying behind, okay, just to appease some jerk-offs that don't even like us. You know what I'm saying? But they think like that you're wrong here after the way they treated you. So why don't we pick our little thing, my little tarot box here, little baby tarot thing I did it yesterday. Or did I don't remember. One of them. I do it on my member, so I'm going to start doing it on here now too. Look at this, the Hangman again. I just did an episode yesterday, now the Hangman. All right, I don't even want this. I don't want to do the Hangman. All right, so we're just gonna pick another one. So I just did the Hangman. I'm not even I can't see. All right, that popped out. That is helpful. Then we'll go with the Hierophant, 'cause that did pop out. And I wasn't even pulling that. So we got the Hierophant here. So this energy is we're gonna be real. What's it called? Revolving around the Hierophant here. The social approval you have here. Institutional support. Your traditions, your spiritual knowledge, your ability to lead. Yes, that's what we're gonna focus on today. So I like this. I like my setup here. Alright, so why don't we get going? Why don't we see what we're working with? And then we'll go from there. We'll do the 6-card Gangstar way, where I first did the 6 cards. So basically, that's like the top of the thing. The Hierophant would be basically what we're, this is the way I'm trying to break it down. So if you go look at it from this point of view, is the Hierophant will be what we're, the main theme of the, because it's the first card. You know what I mean? And I'm pulling it, but it's like other things happen, but that's where it leads from. And then you go do the 6 cards, and then I can put together a little story. And then after that, do the 2 decks, and I can elaborate further to where we're going. And then, the second deck is confirmation, especially if the same cards come out again. I know it sounds crazy, but it sounds, this is my way. I didn't know. I just made this up. And it's like almost like a lottery ticket. And, you have the 6 numbers up there, and you're just trying to match them, and that's how we get to what is, I think, the answer. So let's see. Let's keep going. Why don't we? The cat says, what do you say? What do you know? That's what he told me to tell you. He says, you're the best. He says, trust me when I tell you. He says, he says, you got the greatest of all. He said, your 8th house crew. And I know I do. That's why it's quality over quantity here. Best kept secret in all of YouTube tarot. Alright, it just is what it is. You'll be discovered when you're supposed to be. What else can you do? You know what? The Gangster Magician almost tried to change for a little bit. He was almost like, ooh, pick a card, do this. But it just didn't work anyway. So I'm like, why am I doing stuff that's not making me, I'm not comfortable doing anyway? I listen to the stupid thing. The fucking chat box thing, whatever the fuck it is. Told me that. Fucking took that advice from that scumbag. I'm gonna go have a talk with this chat box down the road. Alright, so let's get going. Why don't we see what, well, I mean, I asked the question, like, you know, you put, how do I, that happens. People do, you know you did it before, stop it. So, what else do we got? What do we need to know? Especially on the iPhone. So, what else do we need to know here? Let's get going here. Please, and thank you. What's in the energy? Please and thank you, God. Alright, so look, now we got this Eight of Swords here. So, somebody's stuck. They're stuck in their shit. They're maybe in spiritual jail here. They're being disempowered. Negative thoughts here. Somebody has some self-imposed restrictions on themselves there. They're coming off with a victim mentality. Now they're trying to blame you. They're trying to say you entrapped them. It's like, how the fuck did you know what I mean? It's like, you didn't even do none. You're not even talking. You don't even pay attention to these people. That's why you can't get your energy. So they're trying to get your energy, watching you, trying to say you're watching them. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And, you know, it just can't, it doesn't work no more. The bullshit don't work no more. So what else do we got? Alright, so we got this Page of Swords energy here. So we know for sure you are finding new ways to communicate. Coming out very sharp-minded, you know, energetic. You have, you know, a thirst for knowledge here. Things are moving along good for you. Alright? You know, this is why these people are stuck. You find new ways to communicate has these people stuck. If you just went down and just did not speak up or do whatever, I'm not saying you didn't even talk to anybody. You just being you and just being seen for the little time you being seen is enough to have these people stuck, because now they can't answer as to why they can say, well, why'd you say that they're not like this? Because if you were down and out and you gave up, it would be easy to say, see, look at it. Look what we did. We took care of you. We you know, tell your counterpart, see, we looked out for you. But now your counterpart's looking at you like, what the fuck? You said this person's a fucking loser. They don't look like a loser to me. So, whatever. It's just supposed to work out that way, and it did. So they can never, ever, you know, disrespect you again. Because now you're in control. Yes, you are. It's the rise of the divine feminine. So what else do we need to know? Alright, is that, look, I said, it's the rise of the divine feminine. Because you don't need nobody. Because you're this Queen of Pentacles. You're the ideal spouse. You're the one everyone comes to see, the one everyone wants to be. You are the showstopper. Alright, you're generous. You could provide financially. You don't need anybody. You're practical. I mean, you're just very well rounded. That's for sure. And you have a thirst for knowledge. These people said you weren't like this, though. They said you weren't the ideal spouse. They said you were a loser, hanger-oner, that you know, you're a fucking scammer. Like, you were never any of these things. You never displayed any of these tendencies, and people just believed it like it was nothing. That's what's the best part about this. It's like, if they seen you like this, then it'd be one thing. There's just going by what other people say here. And then people, oh yeah, it must be true then. So it's like, enough of that. A lot of that's got to stop. We're putting an end to that. Alright? Why are we putting an end to that? Because there's Knight of Pentacles energy here. To go with this Queen of Pentacles. You're very hardworking. You're very efficient. You're very responsible. You're methodical. I mean, dependable. They said you were none of this. So they said you were not a queen. They basically said you were not a hardworking Queen of Pentacles. You were not, you know, like you were just something that is not husband or wife material. You're just only good for one thing. Okay, that's what they try to say. But they're showing that they're not good for anything. Okay, so, you know, it's like, it really doesn't make a difference, because anybody who would go to this length to make it so somebody doesn't see you a certain way, what kind of psycho is it? Because look, you're a Queen of Cups. This is what it all came down to. They hated the fact that you were this Queen of Cups. So we know this is about you. So the Queen of Cups is, you know, compassionate, comforting, calm, emotionally stable, healing. I mean, they didn't like the fact that you were able to feel your emotions the way you did. Okay, these are people that can't feel empathy. They're just whatever. So they figured the way they were going to attack you was by saying you aren't this Queen of Pentacles and that you're some weirdo Queen of Cups or something. Like that this is weird to be this way. You know, and now you're hardworking, you found new ways to communicate, you have a thirst for knowledge, and whoever said that this wasn't you, they're stuck. They're disempowered. You proved them wrong. Now look at them. Now look at them. Because look at you. You're getting this Ace of Cups. You're a Nine of Cups. Your wish come true. So this is beautiful. I love where this is going, okay? I really do. Because love, compassion, new feeling, emotional overwhelm, romance, proposal, something good is coming away for this Queen of Cups. And nothing better, a Queen of Cups, there's nothing better than an Ace of Cups. That would be what a Queen of Cups would love to have. So Queen of Cups really is a Nine of Cups. So that will create a Ten of Cups. And then the Queen of Pentacles, you know, getting an Ace of Pentacles, they can say our Nine of Pentacles will create the Ten of Pentacles. But you're here as a Knight of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So you're not like, I mean, you're not trying to be anybody like big time. You're cool with what you got. You're appreciative, and people see that, and now they're stuck. Whoever came against you, they don't like to stand on them. This energy keeps going back to them. People are seeing that people are losing going against you. People now are wondering what's happening here. People are starting to wonder if you are actually a witch or a warlock. It's like, I don't even know what the fuck that means, first off. All we know is these people are doing spell work. You're just blocking it, whatever it is, and it's going back to them. And now, it's not like you're sitting there doing anything to these people. You don't even have time to focus on that. Your brain does not even work that way. Oh, put all these herbs together and fucking start. We don't give a fuck. You know, that's what they said. They said you put a love spell on this counterpart of yours, okay? Because they never loved anybody like you. And they said that you had to have done something. They got them so wrapped up in that. So that's why they started attacking you. Because they felt like you were being the one, being the betrayer, because all these other people are saying that you were no good, but you never did any of it. But now they see it, now they're looking, and they're like, whoa, you said, because you weren't ever supposed to come back like this, that's for sure. You were never supposed to have these people watching like this. I mean, you were supposed to just be forgotten about. Didn't happen that way. So why don't we get going? Why don't we see what's in your energy, please? And actually, you know what? Let me do another shuffle. I always forget if I do it. No biggie. No rush, right? Where you gotta be. I mean, you might have to be somewhere, but it's all right. You're with the gangster. I'm just you're safe here. You know it, and I know it. Can't come around here. Tumbleweeds. Ain't nobody saying nothing. We double park out there. We don't give a fuck. We tell people, go do something. Leave the door open for you and everything. We dare you. Nobody wants no problems. Wonder why. All right, so let's get going. Let's see, what do we got here? What are we working with? Please and thank you for our magical gangsters, God. Oh, I'm sorry, my magical gangsters here, God. Please and thank you. Let's get going. Whew, yes, of course, because you are this fool. You are pure and innocent. You are getting a new beginning. That's beautiful. First, right off the bat. Okay, that tells me a lot, especially what we just seen. New beginnings, innocent, spontaneous, optimism, and trust in life. New path. You're coming off as a free spirit. I mean, you always have been this way. You're just somebody that lights up the room. And there's always going to be those dark people that watch from a distance and they don't like it. Because they can't do it. And when they see other people who do it, they attack them, make them feel like they're weird. And that's what they try to do. They try to make you feel, because you were a pure and innocent Queen of Cups. And they made you out like you were some fucking weirdo for that. But the universe says otherwise, because look, the Four of Wands is here, and you have this milestone. And you being able to survive this attack as a pure and innocent Queen of Cups and not go bad here, earns you quite the good karma here. You are now the possession of the good karma in the bank briefcase. Okay, so you could cash in that briefcase anytime you like. Trust me when I tell you. And you're waiting for the right opportunity. You're not gonna just tell them about it and give it. You're gonna get it when they least expect it. You're gonna cash in that good karma in the bank briefcase. It's just the way it is. And now they're terrified. That's what they think you're being evil about, because you're not letting them know what you're doing. Because you have the ability to have patience here. And that's why there's 4 of Wands here. Patience, my dear Watson, is what you told the guy. You know, no shit, Sherlock, right? So let's see. What do we got? Pure and innocence here. Love it. All right, and now, you know who's not pure and innocent? The Star in reverse. So these people have been stealing your star energy. All right, they somehow or another have been going through your emotions to get to whatever power you have, and you know, whatever 8th house power this is, or whatever type of, because if this energy wasn't, if you didn't know your energy or your power, and you didn't claim it, these people felt like they could take it. They weren't gonna wait till you mature, till they were just like, fuck this, if you're too stupid, then we're gonna come take it. That's basically what but they're leaving out the part that they were attacking you the whole time. It wasn't like you were like on the same playing field and you just couldn't figure it out. No, these people were attacking you to make sure you don't figure it out. And then we'll say, well, you know, you didn't figure it out. So it's like, okay. You know, these people had the ability to groom you to be great. They could have, but they rather chose to destroy you and take it from you. I mean, that's the kind of people you're dealing with. But here's the thing, 9 of Wands, you were too brave for these characters. You were too brave for this Star in reverse. They couldn't step to you. So whoever thought that they were going to build your energy, they may have been a big star. May have did a lot of good things, but what have you done for me lately? Because we're calling that energy back, you know, and these people, without your energy, they're worthless. These are celebrity type characters who have been floating through the world for generation after generation. It's like they just, as soon as they die, they go to somewhere else, to another thing. They just keep coming back. That's why if you look in pictures, there's always like the same thing. Like they all look alike. There's a lot of conspiracy. I don't really want to get into it, but it's just like, there's so many things that are besides the point that these people, like, who the fuck do they think they are? And now you're just like, we don't give a fuck about you. We can do our own stuff. We entertain ourselves. We don't need you. You fucking entertain us, you fake star, off other people's energy. Making fucking movies and shit on your energy. Making you think you're fucking dope. But listen, this was all had to be this way, because how would you have figured this out? You would have never known unless you became the Queen of Swords. And you stayed pure and innocent. That's the best part about it, because there's a Chariot in reverse here. These people ain't going nowhere. The Star in reverse, they are not having a good 2026, okay? Trust me, this is whatever this is the last model. And it just went out and it was defunct. It was defective or something. Like, this person is defective to an extent. Like, they're not moving here. There's a lack of control, lack of direction. You just got your back here as this full energy. It's like, la, you don't even care. You got your little stick. You got this fucking little thing wrapped around it with your little shit. You're just like, listen, I'm just having a good time. I'm trying to take a walk here, brother. Look, the dog's like, yeah, look, you're the best. Yeah, I love it. You know, that's who you are. That's who you've always been. These people hate you for that. It's like, stop. Why do you hate? Like, you should love people like this. You know who really loves this energy? The universe, because it's universal. It's universal energy. And you had to become, like I said, this Queen of Swords to know what your powers are, okay? Because you would have never known. You needed this Queen of Swords to protect this energy. If you didn't have the knowledge, or you weren't smart and you didn't know what's happening, these people were just going to keep getting it. But you didn't. You stayed in this full energy. It was just like you were this good guy the whole way. They were beating you down, and you just kept getting back up. You're like, oh, it's all right. You know, you just kept getting back up and walking. If they were just like, what the fuck? And then you wouldn't respond. They just kept beating you down. And then the universe eventually said, no more. And now they think that you're doing stuff to them. All you did was just not respond to what they did. Because there was no point. You knew there was no point. You knew rolling around the mud with them was only going to cause you more problems. So not even putting your energies, completely taking your energy out of the equation is the reason why you stay. You're winning now. And the Queen of Swords, because you got boundaries. This protects that Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles we've seen earlier. That is the bouncer. You know, private party with all these people. You can't get in unless, if you don't have the fucking, you know, the secret word, you're not getting in here. If you don't got the code or the password, because remember this, 7 of Cups, this fool, you're being seen as the only option now. There's no confusion here, 7 of Cups in reverse. There's nobody there's no even like question as to what you are, and you never even claim to be any of this. You just do things good, okay? And look, these people are heartbroken that you know how to carry yourself the right way. They don't know how to carry themselves. They think they're better than people. They act a certain way. They act out. They talk down to people. They think they're entitled. They think they deserve it. We're showing you what you deserve now. All right, we're here to, because a lot of these people have been dodging karma for the last several years. Last several lifetimes, and it's almost like we're like the karma, like the bounty hunters for karma. Like we're like coming to get you. Where you at? Come on, you got to serve this karma. Come on, we already have an agreement here. Like these people are trying to get away and make no, somebody else is going to serve. Like trying to throw other people down in hopes that you just take them down instead. But you're like walking past every no, come here. I know it's you. And these people just keep running, keep delaying it. It's only going to get worse. But we're right on their trail now. So now you're not getting away. You maybe were get away when we were like, galaxies away, but now we're right here with you. We're ready to get you. That's basically what this really is at the end of the day. Karma bounty hunter you are. That's exactly what this is. Alright, so what else? You're like that last thing they say. It's like, he's got us. Like, sorry guys, come on. You ain't getting past it. They got you. They woke you up. Oh no. Not that one. Not Israel. Alright, so what else? What else do we got here? Okay, you're still pure and innocent though. It doesn't make a difference. And there's a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this star in reverse was presenting themselves as somebody who, is the ideal person who can, basically put a false sense of success on. Like made it like they were more well-to-do than they really are. And a lot of the stuff they did was from scams, from, they could have been taking people out. This could be a lot of stuff, and this was a lot of done on a spiritual level. They had to go deal with the spirit. See, spiritual, like, there ain't no buying nobody out in the spiritual 5D. Like, there ain't no bribing nobody up there. Everything is by the book. And if you don't do everything right, then, it ain't like the physical where you could get away with stuff, buy your way out of things. It's not like that up there. This is people, whoever they did, they have to answer for this. It's the consciousness. Justice is here. They got to serve it. It's like it doesn't matter. They can't run from this. This karmic justice, they can't run from it. It's like, I know it's going to be hard for them, but it's like, deal with it. You did it yourself. We didn't do this to you. We just wanted to fucking be a lovely Queen of Cups we were, remember? And you wanted to attack us for it. So what else we got? Alright, now look, 4 of Cups in reverse. Now you're not rejected anymore. Somebody wants to suddenly aware they want to choose happiness. Okay, that's telling me everything with the 7 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse. I love that combination. Somebody's just ready to go. They just they're enthusiastic. They go with this Fool energy too. This could be you, just being seen. Like you are just choosing yourself right now. That's what I'm going to say. This is you are choosing yourself, and you're just like, you know what? Do you have like this thing? You're like, I'm choosing me. Okay, I only care, and that's where you're going with this. That's why you're getting a new beginning here, because you're not you're not letting anybody else determine your value. You're not. All right, and that's why you're going to get this Ace of Pentacles, because you are a real 9 of Pentacles. You don't need these fucks. These people need you. They showed it. They need your energy. You sealing it off, now they got to chase you. If they want to, or they can stay miserable, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. They're not, either way, they're going to lose. People are going to like rot away here, because you know what they've been doing. So they've been feeding off your 8th house energy. And now that you take it back, it's like, well, now what are you going to do? They just never thought you were going to like come back. Thank God you did. Okay, because not only this, look, you got this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and you coming back now as you use 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're recovering from financial loss. Okay, I love this combination. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, the Fool. Somebody's having second thoughts about, their thoughts towards you here. They see that you did not go under here. They tried to, this is like, you literally got pushed in the pool by the person you love the most, knowing they knew you didn't know how to swim. Your head hit the ground. Somehow or another, you came to underneath, figured out how to swim on the fly, and then became a professional swimmer somehow. And now, Eight of Cups, that same person who pushed you in the pool, they're being abandoned, okay? They're being seen as a disappointment, all right? They thought that you owed them something for that. No, we owe you balls, okay? So that's all they're going to get is a fucking pair of balls. I mean, because what else do they really deserve? Nothing. What else did they do? Nothing. They have to go through this karma anyway. Sided with the wrong. But I mean, I know that if it was anything, there's a lot of manipulation here, a lot of spell work, a lot of, they were scared because they thought that these people controlled the earth. This is what they seen. So they realized that if you don't do things this way, then things aren't good for you. And anybody who diverts from it, then we're gonna, make them out to be crazy or destroy them or something. But now you're showing them that's not the case now. Okay, because you're the one who fought back. You're the one who fought back. Yes, you are. All right, now these people are in this hermit and reverse energy. All right, they're isolated. They're alone. They feel alone. They want you to be like this, isolated and alone. But you're like, no, I like being alone. You said thank you. I appreciate it. It makes me catch up on my reading here. It's like they think like that's like that bother you that you're not running around this hustle and bustle and like taking kids to practice, doing this. But listen, you motherfuckers want to take it from us, then now you do it. Don't fucking come bitching that now that we have freedom. They wanted you destroyed. They wanted to take everything they thought mattered from you. When you show that you just can keep getting new ways of thinking, then it's like they can't even catch now. Now they're just like, well, that's why they're here. That's why you're recovering. I mean, plus the King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords sees enough of the star in reverse. Ain't no more pulling on your energy. It only worked if you didn't know. You know now. You know how to protect yourself. It's like, stop it, please. Just stop it. That's all we have to say, stop it. Because the King of Swords sees everything. And like I said, in the 5 day, these people did a lot of spiritual, bad things, and you always got to pay for it. There's no, getting away with it. You're not, the King of Swords sees everything. I don't know why they don't understand that. Say it all the time. So what else do we need to know? See, you're not rejected here. You're being the only option. Recover from financial loss. You got a new beginning. Okay, you have this 4 of Swords in reverse here, and the star in reverse. Whoever was using your energy, they're being seen as, burnt out and exhausted. I feel like I'm going really long on this read. All right, but here's the thing. They're being seen as burnout and exhausted. You have a new beginning. You are being seen as the option, and that's why you have this 2 of Cups here. I mean, this is what you wished for. This is what your energy. This is what's there. This is what you always asked for. This is what you think would make you happy. You know that this other stuff didn't make you happy. Your counterpart knows that this other stuff doesn't make them happy. Everybody's learning here. It's all about learning your lessons. Turning around. If you don't keep doing the same stuff, you get the pass. You pass this, right? I think so, because look, your main man, your King of Cups is here. That's what you're having that 2 of Cups with. So the King of Cups is here, and he's looking good. He said, yeah, I'm back. He said, sorry, I got a little fucked up. He said, but listen, I love you. And he goes, and he gives you a kiss. I mean, that's really what he's just saying. I got a little fucked up. Just relax. Everything's all right. I mean, I guess this King of Cups sees you in this full energy, and they like it. They like it, they said. That's why they got this Knight of Cups here. Now they want to be romantic, charming, and chivalrous with you. Alright, so why don't we end it on that? You have a romantic, charming, chivalrous King of Cups who sees you as pure and innocent, who wants you to just relax because they got a little fucked up, and now they want you to, just go with it and understand because they see you're the only option here. They said they always did. They said they always knew you were. They said, just please, they don't make this so much harder. That's what they say. So, I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't know who this is. Some clown. But sure they're a nice person. And if they're not, then I got my dagger, my trusty selenite dagger. No match for the gangster magician and his dagger. That's what the magician, he holds the thing but I don't even, it's like a wand or something. I forget. Sometimes it looks like he's got something in his hand, like a knife. Alright, so what the magician dresses like Jesus too, ain't that something? So what else? And the King of Cups looks like George Washington. He does. Look at him. Looks just like George. He looks like a dollar bill. Come on, George Washington. Where'd you come from? What are you doing here? How'd you get on the tarot cards? But like, if I have a better drawing one, sometimes I get the ones that bigger. It looks just like them. Alright, enough. So why don't we get a little confirmation, clarification here. I think Gangsta just might go see Spider-Man or something today. Why not, right? Why not? Exactly. Go have a couple of drinks, happy hour, have a sushi roll or two, and go watch a movie. That's all I got, man. That's all I can do. What else? What else can you fucking do sometimes? I ain't gonna go out, going out looking for people. Fuck them. Listen, we're the shit. We know it. You know it. Okay, you're the shit. These people, what's meant for you will always find you. So why don't we get going then? Why don't we see what confirmation we hear? We got this King of Cups now. I mean, we saw you as this Queen of Cups, and now you have this full energy, being pure and innocent. Being seen as the only option. Somebody's suddenly aware they want to choose happiness. I mean, this King of Cups, obviously. And now this Five of Pentacles in reverse. You've been recovering from financial loss. I mean, you're not fully there, but I'm saying you're not struggling. And whoever this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Star in reverse character is, they're not going nowhere in this Chariot reverse. They're coming off Four Swords in reverse, burnt out and exhausted. And the Hermit in reverse, they're alone. They're being withdrawn. They lost their way. And people don't want them around. So why don't we get going? What's in your energy, please? And thank you. Let's get a confirmation clarification here, please, and thank you. All right, so you have this Two of Wands here. So, yes, you're planning, you're progressing. Perhaps this King of Cups is planning and progressing on finding a way to get to you, this pure and innocent new beginning. They want part of this new beginning. They're saying that they didn't even get a proper chance here either. They're saying that, you know, they weren't even mature enough to understand this either. So, you know, I don't know. That's what they keep telling me. So it's like, I know you'll give them a break. I'm not saying you're gonna make this hard for people, because look, the Ten of Pentacles is here. So I mean, this person, yeah, they were offered things. They took a bribe. They done things for money. They probably have things they gotta go through. They regret doing, and it's like, that's what they gotta get through. It's not you. You don't have to worry about this. You're just like, I'm good. I'm a fool. I'm pure and innocent. You know, we don't have to worry about it. You heal. All right, we did everything we can for you. If this person's really your twin flame, then they'll become the best version of themselves. If not, then, oh well, you'll be all right. Trust me. You gotta just believe. I mean, you just believe that it's always gonna be shitty. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to help you. Can't, you know, it's not always going to be fucking positive. It ain't always going to be negative, but you just got to believe that everything's going to work out in the end. All right, because you have this Page of Wands energy. You got limitless potential. All right, you're an inspiration here. That's why you're this fool. Run on universal energy. You're the best. All right, and this is all to the chagrin of this devil. He couldn't stop you. He said, I couldn't do anything. I had him for a bit, the Star in reverse. He said, I almost had him. Almost had, he says, but now they're blaming other people now. They're saying, like, the people around them. This is like the Star in reverse, and it's like their little entourage now. Now they're blaming. Everybody's like seeing that they're not the real one, and now they're like trying to tell them to do stuff, and now nobody's listening, and they're just like, well, stop it. And then it's like, I don't know, it's funny, but whatever. This is what's happening to this devil right now. Can't beat it. They couldn't do it. They couldn't cut the mustard. This devil. It's not you. You didn't go knocking on their door. You didn't go looking for them. They came looking for you. That shows that you're a pretty important person then. Your energy's pretty important then. If this character's willing to, you know, come out of the layers to fucking come against you. Alright? Because you had this Ace of Wands here. Because they knew you have an urge to create. They were trying their best to stop you. Okay? Because once you found who you were, and, you know, this King of Cups understood who you were, then they knew it was over for them. They couldn't utilize this energy anymore because they would be on the outskirts. Now they're like, you know, a parasite that is being like cleansed. I mean, they're still trying to hang on. You know, they might be under the biofilm or whatever, but you're going to get there. You're going to crack that biofilm. That's going to be the justice here. These parasites getting cracked all through. The biofilm is exploding. It's just fucking crazy. It's funny. But this King of Cups said, yeah, you're the only option. I'm suddenly aware I want to choose you now, is what this King of Cups says. And we say, yeah, it's nice. Real nice. Now you're suddenly aware. You know? They're saying you look so much better now. Look at you. Look how much, not even look better. You're so much more interesting. Now you could keep up with them. They said you weren't able to keep up with them before. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay, because here's the thing. There's a Three of Pentacles here, because I think you could keep up. That's why people want to work with you. Okay, so this person keeping up with them, maybe thinking something on a spiritual level. I don't know. Maybe you didn't know what this person knew, or maybe this person knew some fucked up shit that, spell work. Maybe they just didn't, think you were built for this. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you aren't. It's not what you do. So they were right. So I don't know. Somebody must have got them involved with this. They claim to be a witch or a warlock, this person. Not a bad one, though, a good one. So I really don't know. When they see you pure and innocent, they know you weren't trying to, use them, or you were just wanting to love them, and that's why they don't want to go away now. And because they see you as a Nine of Cups. I mean, you're this Queen of Cups. Your wish come true for this person. This is what they wanted, but they had all these people saying all this crazy stuff. But you still coming out the same way, even after all this, it's quite impressive. I can see it pretty clearly now. So what else? Is there anything else I need to know? I mean, I know that this King of Cups sees you this way, but what are you doing with this? I mean, it all matters. If it only could come when you allow it to come, to when you're ready to receive this. I don't know what you're gonna. I mean, it's probably gonna cause problems when this person comes back. I don't think these people are completely gone yet. I don't know. I just don't know if this person wants to even bring people around you, because they have this Two of Cups in reverse over there, because they know that the Star in reverse is going to try to use this person against you. Okay, that's their last resort now, so they figure they're going to try to keep this person stuck in this Two of Cups in reverse, and that they'll just go for it. But they didn't realize that this person's completely over this. This person just on cruise control. This person's eyes, you can't even see this King of Cups. It's like they're glassed over. They're not even there. They're sacrificing themselves here for you to have this Eight of Pentacles, for you to, master your craft. And, they're basically saccharine. They're being fed on here by these people, and they know it. Just so you could become the best. And they just need you to understand that somehow. So, I mean, we're very, like I said, we're a Queen of Swords. We're willing to listen. Please, stop it. They're making it like you're not willing to listen or something here. And it's like they just want it to be exactly the way they want it. It's just never going to work that way. So the more they keep with this bullshit, trying to make it perfect, it's never going to work. Okay, because Two of Pentacles, because you're too adaptable, you're too flexible. You're this fool. You can jump. You're spontaneous. You could do anything at any time. Nothing is holding you back. That is what really is very attractive to this King of Cups about you and that life that you're living. They tried to say that you were some nomad or something. That you were gonna take this person, be homeless or something. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But they really, really got to this person in their head about you. But whatever, you showed them exactly what's up. Okay, and why did you show them exactly what's up? Because the Ten of Swords is here. Because that's what they needed. They needed a lesson. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is here to teach them a lesson. I mean, like I said, you didn't come looking for these people. They came looking for you. They wanted to block you. They wanted to take away what mattered to you. They said if you were too stupid, I keep saying that. I'll show you who's too stupid. We'll show you. How about that? So what else? Alright, and yeah, look, there's a Knight of Swords in reverse. So these characters are coming off reckless, unfocused. Anybody who was willing to do something like this, try to do this lower vibrational energy manipulation to, siphon people's, star energy, and then now want to act like a victim, that you're doing something to them. They want you to go be put away for this. It's so corrupt that it's like the universe cannot stand this. There's like, no, you're not doing this to our fool. Okay, because look, the emperor is here, that's why. You're not doing this to this fool. This King of Cups perhaps is an emperor. You are an empress. So, you know this person is, they got to match you before they come to you. And if this person is an emperor, then they can easily navigate through this. So this is not really holding them back. So this is neither telling me they're waiting on you to completely level up with them or up level yourself or whatever the fuck they want you to do, or it's whatever. I really don't, we just don't care anymore. And that's what's going to ruin it for them, because they're trying to do it exactly the way they want it, and it's not going to happen that way, and then they're going to miss their chance with us, because then we're not going to care. That's what's going to happen here. Even if they are an emperor, it's going to be like, nah, it took too long. We're not doing this shit. You know, it's like, no, you got to go through karma too. You're not going to make us do all the work here. Just so we can fucking live a peaceful life. It's just now. Because then you'll still use it. That'll never change. They'll never change if they don't go through whatever this is. And think that they're going to, even if they were undercover, they still have to go through something. Because they could have still did the right thing at the beginning and really tried, but I don't know. It doesn't make a difference really right now. So we have to look at things. So you have this Two of Pentacles. You're adapting, you're planning, you're progressing. Ace of Wands, urge to create. Page of Wands, inspiration. Three of Pentacles, people want to work with you. And over here, this King of Cups, they have a Two of Cups in reverse, but the Star in reverse. This person's not going to replace you. They cannot do this. It's like they're so stupid too during this whole thing. And that's what, look, there's a King of Wands in reverse here now. So now we know that this fucking ruthless crumble, this is a, ruthless warlock here, maybe helping this Star in reverse here. I don't know if this person, who this is. Oftentimes I feel like this is a sticky energy, somebody like a stepfather, or it could even be, an uncle, cousin, somebody. It could be somebody that's trying to keep this King of Cups stuck, trying to say, like, warn them of, like, it's career suicide coming towards you is what they're saying. Career suicide coming towards this hermit, because they're saying that you're blocked off from the world, and nobody, they're trying to say nobody cares about you. But the fact is, it's like, we know what this is. There's people ain't gonna tell us nothing anymore. Especially this King of Wands in reverse. They're persona non grata. They gotta walk the plank here. They're coming off reckless, unfocused. This person, this is the root of the problem, I think. Yep, because look, Seven of Swords, they're the betrayer. I mean, I just said they're the root of the problem, and then the Seven of Swords comes out. So this King of Wands in reverse is an old-time energy that's been stuck. It's like somebody that you couldn't get rid of, okay, until they completely expose themselves, which they are. And this is all because this King of Cups is saying, listen, you sent me towards a Star in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and now you're trying to, like, act like you did me a favor here. No, I know why you did this. Okay, this King of Cups, like I said, they said, I know why you did this. I mean, they're right here. They said, yeah, I want to double up. I mean, this is what they're telling me. So this isn't like this King of Wands in reverse has anywhere to go here. This King of Cups is not backing down. Especially with you as this pure and innocent fool. So what else? I mean, this betrayal's out in the open here. Alright, and you're still in this Eight of Pentacles. I mean, you're still mastering your craft. You're still sharpening your skill. It's like this, like I said, it's like this King of Cups is like sacrificing themselves for you somehow. I don't know. I mean, it's like, it doesn't seem that way, maybe to you, but in the spiritual sense, they really are. Especially if they know what's happening here. Especially if they're in an upright King of Cups. That means that they're aware. They're emotionally aware of what's happening here. They see this reckless, unfocused behavior here. With this, this betrayal and this King of Wands in reverse. They see this Two of Cups in reverse. This wasn't, never wish come true. I mean, how much more is there? I mean, there's this Five of Swords. Winning at all costs really cost whoever this was. I mean, there's people thought that you were never going to get, it's just they kept going and going. You kept getting back up and you kept winning. It just became like a spiral effect. They just backed off. They just couldn't do it. Their ego was too big. So is there anything else? Because I don't really feel like there's really much else to talk about. All right, other than the fact that you are this Queen of Pentacles. You are the ideal spouse. You're the one everyone comes to see, the one everyone wants to be, the showstopper. We've seen you at the beginning here. And this is what this King of Cups now sees you as pure and innocent Queen of Pentacles. You are the ideal spouse. You are Eight of Pentacles, mastering your craft. You are everything you said you are. You are Two of Pentacles, able to adapt. You are flexible. You are able to make things happen. You are able to do things on the fly. You are able to just, your wit, it comes to no end. I mean, it's like there's nothing else anybody can say. You do have this Knight of Cups energy. You're still romantic. You're charming. You're chivalrous. You didn't lose that because you got hurt so bad. You're still pure and innocent. It's just like you let it roll off like a duck, right? You just said, fuck it, I ain't worried about this no more. Did it bother you before? Sure. Did it bother you, maybe recently? Sure. Is it going to bother you in the future? No, you don't care no more. It's over for these people, okay? Because look, Temperance in reverse, they lack balance. They want you to roll around the mud with them. They want you to argue with them. They want you to defend yourself. They want you to say crazy stuff. Okay, but now they're the ones, Four of Swords. That's how they thought they were going to get your energy. But now that's why they're depleted in this Four of Swords in reverse. That's how they thought they were going to get the energy. But this is how their energy is being depleted, the Star in reverse, because they can't get you to respond. You not responding is what's drawing this King of Cups out. Because they see it's like there's nowhere to go now. And to survive, this person has to do the right thing. Because Six of Swords, your Six of Swords leaving this all behind. You're not going to hang around for this. You're a Queen of Pentacles. You don't need nobody. And it's unfortunate. And if they don't, if it's not, then no big deal. It's like everything's good. You'll be fine. Remember, look where you are now compared to what you were. And I'm not even talking about money. Let's not even count money. I'm talking as a person, as a human being right now. Look at where you are spiritually than you were before this. I mean, I think it worked out for you. No matter what fucking money these people got. Alright? Because they can't even enjoy it. So what else? Is there anything else? Because I feel like it's over. Alright, yep. Here's the thing. This Empress in reverse. That's what the Star in reverse was. This is the person. This is who was trying to destiny swap. This was trying to be a replacement. They were able to pull this off for a bit, but now you're just being seen as this Queen of Pentacles who's unbothered by this person. You don't care. This person's losing it because they need you to be looking at them saying, oh my God, I wish I were them. I wish I were them. Because they had your counterpart. But you're not even looking at this. You're just like, I don't care. Get the fuck out of here, you loser. You fat fuck. That's what you're telling this person. You're a fat fraud. You always were. You always will be. Okay. Alice the alligator is going to come get you, like they said. Because look, we're too strong for these people. The strength of 10 men, the strength of 10 women, and there's just nobody's going to stop this Queen of Pentacles here. Because if they could, they already would have, right? So what else? Anything else we need to know? Anything else? Alright, other than the fact that the King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords has seen enough of this Empress in reverse and this King of Wands in reverse energy, the Star in reverse. Nobody's pulling on your energy no more. No more! Okay, the King of Swords says, I've seen enough. Seen enough of these dirty, rotten scoundrels. He calls them scoundrels. Yes, they are, King of Swords. They're a scoundrel, you're right. They very much are. And this King of Swords said, you know what, though? The fact is, you got a King of Cups, and now we got you this King of Pentacles here, okay? So we're going to end it on that because you're going to end it with your ideal combination. This King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy. This is somebody you could do business and love with, that you're going to be able to enjoy yourself with, that you're going to continue to make. Just being together is going to create money. And this is what's happening here for you because you're the best, okay? And that is that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.